Hello everybody, I'm Vicki. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to make this envelope tag flip, I guess you could call it. This I saw on Roxy Creations. Rachel did this week 9, her weekly challenge, week 9. And she used book page and made her envelopes, but I have this big plastic file box full of envelopes and I'm trying to use them. So this is what I'm going to make. I did a prototype, trying to work everything out. So the first one I'm going to make is going to be this here. This is from a kit from JaneyBJournals. I chose to use a kit so I didn't have to sit and match up papers. You know, I think she did a what's on my desk type thing. And if I get to it, I'll do one of those, the last one. So I want mine to be this way. I mean, if you turned your envelope this way, depends on what you can do with it in your journal. You could stitch it in as a signature or just paper clip it in or put it in a pocket, which is probably what I'll do because I don't want to necessarily stitch that in. Okay, so decide on what you want to cover, this side and this side. So, because the tag is going to be here, so I'm trying to think about this. Maybe I'll use this tag and this for the inside. So this will be the inside. Gotta get all that straightened out before you go. So I didn't cut everything up. I just organized what papers I was going to use because it took me forever. I was going to do this video yesterday, but once I started trying to organize it, I was like, whoa. So for safety reasons, we'll put that down. I'm going to go ahead and mark where I want to cut this. I'm only going to cover up to here. I'm not going to cover past that. So I'll just mark that. See here, and let's say here. And I'm just going to use the trimmer. It'll be easier than, I could tear it with the ruler, but I'm just going to use this. Let it straight. Okay, now position how you want this on there. So I'm going to go ahead and let this be the very bottom. I'll cut a thinner line of that. And that way the boat's on there. That's looking a little too wide, but we'll straighten that up to say here. Can't see my mark because of the shadows. Okay, now looking at this, it doesn't matter if it's a little short. It's probably better that way so it doesn't hang over. This looks a little too much, so I'm going to shave some of that off. See how that works. Okay, perfect. So that'll be this side. I might just go ahead and glue that one down. So that's what I said, right? Okay. Trying to collect my thoughts. I'm almost thinking this was for another project. I think I was going to use 2 tags. I knew it wasn't looking right, but couldn't figure it out right then. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this. I always ink when I glue on because it sometimes just doesn't always make it all the way to the edge. And then just so you don't have white showing if you've inked it, you're covered. Okay, so that will go on like so. And I think I'm going to go ahead and ink these. Because it's going to show. You see, she used book page. So it was book page that showed. So I just wanted to use the envelope. So now you got to make adjustments to what you did. Okay. It looks good. I'm going to also ink this. Let's not forget this part. Could get messy. Usually does. Well, the easiest way to do that would be if you had a scrap piece of paper, which I don't seem to. You could stick that in there and just kind of go like this. And if you get it on there, it doesn't matter. It'll add character. Okay, now my glue sheet. Okay. I'll just use the one page. Well, let's ink this too. Well, that doesn't need a whole lot, but just to get the white edges, because those could show. We'll just ink this. Okay. And glue. Okay. Okay. I just don't have anything to chatter about right now. Some people don't like talking in the videos anyway, so I'll have a little of each. Some talking and some non-talking. Let's see. I like to get every bit glued down, so I have to look off to the sides to make sure I don't see anything left, because then you get air bubbles. And I want to have enough glue on here to slide up, over, down, around. Okay. Find this. Start in the middle, work your way to the sides. Now, some people take their bone folder or other such item and just kind of work it out. I like the old rubbing. Okay. I do have another envelope I'm going to also do that had print on the insides. This one's easy. I mean, this is really huge compared to the book page envelope, but depends on what you're going to do. Okay, gotta keep my head together on this because I might forget what I'm doing and do the wrong thing. So let me trim the white off of here, because I had some envelopes that were so long that I couldn't use my paper directionally. Okay. Well, let's mark it. Let's do that. You know, make sure you've got everything going the right way. Okay, this is going to be down here. So I'm going to mark it here. And if this is here, I'm going to mark it like, say, here. So I'm going to cut this first, right? Yeah. Sometimes if you mark it twice, you cut the wrong one and you cut off your other marking. Happens, even to the best of us. Okay, hopefully That should be correct. Yes. So let's take, I'm going to take this off before I look. Then because of the print, we need to check for how we want this to be on here. Do we want it here to there, or do we want it from here to here? Kinda, I'll just do this one. I already marked that mark, so hopefully it'll work out since I didn't recheck it. Can't see. I think I need to take a smidgen off of that. Yep. I have my address on there. That's why I'm flipping it. Not that it matters. You can Google anybody, find out anything. Their age, their address. Okay. Now we will ink. I'm going to ink this. For some reason, this feels damp. Probably humid in here. I'm in Florida, and we're a lot humid. Okay. I think I got most everything. I know this is boring, but you know, and as most everyone will tell you, if you don't want to ink, you don't have to. If you're one who does not like inking, Rachel does not ink on Roxy Creations. I mean, I've never seen her ink in the videos I've seen. No inking there. Okay. That's going there. Okay. I'll just cover that momentarily. Get my page back. Oh, this is not the same page. I didn't even see this book sitting over there. Huh. I was too focused on this. Getting this done. Okay. I mean, you always want to make sure that your sides are well glued. That's why when I'm watching these videos and they're using the art glitter glue, how well are the sides done? I don't know. It's just something I think about. Because sides do peel up sometimes. Okay. I think that page is done. This is correct, right? Yes. We need to be sliding here. Looks good. So we will go in the middle. Go down. Diagonal. Yeah, should have got it. And this should actually get the air bubbles out, but who knows? Sometimes I still end up with air bubbles. Maybe most people don't see them, but I do. Okay, now we've got it covered. So now I'm going to cut out the envelope, the tags, and I'm going to, I think I'm going to use these two. What I'm going to do. This is, I want to say it's 65-pound paper. You could use 20, the regular copy paper, because they're going to be together, but, you know, and you may want to back those. This is just 20. I mean, I think 65. It could be 28, although it feels a little heavy for 28. Let me go this way. I mean, these two tags need to be the exact same. I just don't know what I was thinking yesterday. Was I thinking of doing one tag and then a collaged back? I'm going to cut those together. Then I was going to use this one. I don't know. Maybe this is 32 or 28. Doesn't seem... I did buy some 65-pound. Then it's not as heavy as the 110, which is the cardstock. Wait. But if you use the heavier paper, you don't have to back everything so much. Okay, we're going to cut these together. Hopefully they'll be together when they're cut. Because I can't keep them together. Maybe I should use scissors. I think my fingers have glue on them. And the paper's kind of... Okay. Put these together. They just don't look together. Dig out my scissors. Don't think about it, just nip. Oh no. We'll see how it works out. You have to trim it after the fact. Okay. I mean, these are basically going to be like this and like this. Like this. I guess it doesn't really matter. As far as I didn't want two same shades together. Now these are actually a little too long. You want this envelope to show. Let's look at them. We got to nip something off. It's going to be the top to make them within. Oh. Let's see. Let's do it right here. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Also, if you didn't want to do tags, you could do journal cards. But we're doing tags. And I'm just going to take my tag cutter, I think, and just do them. Well, I just don't know. These don't seem to be the exact same. When I trimmed them, you know. Okay. Because they're going to be back to back is the only reason that I'm concerned. So let's just ink. How are they going? Like this. So this would be the side that would show if they weren't totally together. And then this, just the top here. Ink. Okay, you're in the way. Go over there. May have that right. Let's see. Now let's do the outside because that's the important part. Well, it's all important. Okay, and I'm using Vintage Photo Distress Oxide. I do have some things I think that are distress ink that I just never thought about it when I was buying them. I just picked it up. There is a difference. Not quite sure what it is. They're both water soluble, so. Okay, this was going where? Here and here. Is that what I said? Can't remember. So now we've got this white showing. On another one I'm going to put a piece of paper there, but here I think I'm just going to ink. Just going to ink it. Let's get this. I mean, you can do what you want. Whatever you need to do. I mean, it might depend on what you're doing. Right? Yes. So these will be together like so. So let's do inside as well, because that's going to show. And we're going to open this up. Again, you could glue a piece of paper in there as well. I wasn't getting my head in that shot. Happens. Okay. Good enough. Okay, now these are going on here like this. So you can glue them all the way up, or you can hold them out. I think since I've inked them, we'll just hold them out. Because as you're decorating, you could put some washi tape or, you know, anything. Okay. So first I'm going to glue this one on, because that's what she glued on first. So let's see. If I hold it down, is how much do you glue? Well, let's just glue like an inch-ish. Trying to think, did she glue the whole? Because she put toppers on the tags in the end, so I'm just going to do this. Let me rip off this page. And I'm going to also do this edge. Don't go all the way, just partially, because it's not going all the way. Take that out of there. And we'll just put this down like right here, right in between. There. Okay. Now this one is going to go right on top of it. So I guess we could still put a tag topper, even if we glued the whole thing. Let's just do that. Right or wrong, I don't know. I don't want to lay this in glue. Okay, I think I'm good. This is one of those situations where I don't want air bubbles. I mean, I never want air bubbles, but sometimes it doesn't matter. And this may not matter in the long run. Okay. We'll see how this turned out. I'm just putting it here to here. Huh, good. Good. I'll wait to say perfect till it's done. All right, now how cute is that to stick in your journal? I don't know what I might put here. If I had some nautical tape, I would. I don't have any. I'll just leave this one for now. It doesn't really need much. I mean, this one I just added some numbers. This one is one I collaged, you see. Okay, now the next one, let me find it. Everything got buried. Okay, I had it stacked together right here. I threw papers on top of it. How it goes when you're working, you just start tossing everything. Okay, this one. Okay, this is going to be the one with the collage. Somewhat of a collage. Okay, this, I've already cut the paper. It's all ready to go. It's just not inked. So, again, I'm going to ink here. I don't know how close I cut it. I don't think it's going all the way to the edge. Need that paper so I can get this. Which I'm probably going to do in there anyway, right? So it didn't really matter. And that's another problem with the envelopes. You have this writing on them, so something you must consider. I'm just going to open this up and go in here. I'm just going to go ahead with the whole thing. That way that'll be done. So you're going to have that showing. The stamp thing will be covered. The barcode will be covered, but sometimes you don't even notice those things. And if it really bothered you, you could put something over top of it to cover it, like a piece of white paper. I'm not going to do that. I feel like I'm going to glue something on here. Don't remember exactly. Okay. This again is going this way because of the bird. Okay, we all know I'm not done inking, right? Let me make sure that, yeah, pretty good. Gotta do this. This paper, this kit, is from JaneyBJournals on Etsy. I don't recall the name of it, but I grab papers out of this kit a lot because they're very pretty, very cute, and they just fit. Okay, and this as well will do. Now this piece of paper is a little heavier, so this is probably, I'm going to say 32 pound. Only because I can feel it, and it feels like the, oh, this is not the one. This is the one for the top. Well, part of it needed to be inked, just not all of it. See, I forgot already. Had to plan all this out before I started. Okay, so I decided the birds go in here. I want the bird here. He's going here. I'm not changing my mind now. Okay, this feels a little. Let's go for a new page. Glue, glue. Here we go. Oh my gosh, I've been fighting with my pool. I did order from Doheni's. My pool guy left me. He said he had a big hit after the hurricanes last year, and he lost customers, can't keep employees, and I was way out of the way. I was the only one in my area, so he gave me a month's notice. I called a couple places, never got a call back, because a lot of them don't do chemicals only. They want to do the whole thing, the vacuuming and everything, and I just can't afford to pay for that right now, nor do I want to. I mean, I can put chemicals in it, but first week and it was green, so I ordered some what's called yellow tree, because it's mustard algae. Must be a common thing in Florida. Put some in, didn't help. Put some phosphate remover in there, and I'm still waiting. I went out and brushed it this morning to mix it all up to see if it kind of starts going away. If the worst comes to worst, tomorrow maybe I'll vacuum to get, you know, all the algae off of the bottom, and then clean the filter and start fresh. So I just want to get it back to blue. Grandkids are going to call. Can we come over and go swimming? Well, if you want to swim in green, you can swim in the algae. I mean, there's algae out in the ocean that you swim in anytime you go there. So it's just in a pool, you expect it not to be there. I don't want it there, but, you know, I do what I can. Sliding. Looks a little too long. Dadgummit. Well, we'll just have to trim that, won't we? Sometimes with envelopes, as you start covering them, they end up getting thick. Hopefully this won't be an issue. Okay, so I'm gonna make, I thought I had a tag. Well, okay, I was gonna cover part of this, so I'm gonna just glue this. This is what I have to do for this because so much of it will show. So I'm going to just cover it with all this stuff on it. I'm just going to put this right on it, edge to edge. Hold it off of the fold line. Okay. Then we're going to trim that off. Oh, this is my worst thing. Look ahead. Look at the point of your scissors, not where they are. Of course, it doesn't matter. A lot of that's going to be covered. Hang on to that. Now, I've got to get my head together on what I was doing. Okay, I think this was going to be the tag. But I'm going to make it a journal card. I don't like that, but I don't know. I might put some tape there. Okay, this is going here. No, this is going here. And this is going to be... I didn't really want the birds right next to each other. Well, let me ink this. We'll see how this is going to go. We'll all be surprised together. Might be fine. It's just that when she did this, she always put the tag on first, and then she flipped it over, and then did the collage, but mine's going to be the opposite. I got to put it here. So, what I didn't think about was this side showing. But you know what? I'm just going to ink this side. I'm not going to worry about that glue on the envelope. Not going to worry about it. So, I really love how my lid is holding my dauber. And I have another one. It's out in the kitchen. I need to bring it in. Love it. Okay. And it was free. Except for whatever I got it off of. I don't even remember now. Okay, this is going here. All right, let's all agree. Okay, let's ink this. Because you know how things don't always go to the edge. And this way, I mean, I could have used some blue ink. I just didn't. Okay, this is going to be, what do we say, glued on like this? No, this. This is going here. Okay, so let's just ink this part of this right up here. Okay, now let's get it together. This is going here to be there. Okay, and I can marry this together with decorations on here because it's kind of a weird shade of blue, but it was the first one I found and I said, that's it, I'm taking it. Okay, I'm gonna glue this. I gotta go all the way though, because I don't want it past the envelope. You don't want it past the envelope. Okay, and then this will go on there somehow or another. So that's going all the way about an inch. Let's do the inch. Going like that. Okay, the full inch. Okay, I had to make sure. All the way, right? I decide whether I go all the way to the edge. Yes, I must. I must go all the way to the edge. Because if it was hanging past that, you'd have that, you see, sticking out. So we're going to do this much right here. And whatever doesn't get done, that's what you have this little tip for on here. You can stick it under there. Okay. Now this is going where? Here? Here. No. Here. No, here. Here. This is it for sure. Got it. Because I was going to be doing the collaging from the outside, remember? I might have got all that. Well, you know, I could have passed it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because we're gluing over top of that. Okay, there we go. Now this is going on here. So what I must do is cut this off right here. This little piece. Is that straight? And that's going to go there. Just cut the top off. And let's see what we got. Okay. This will be a large collage. So it's going to meet right there. I mean, theoretically, you could hold that out, but no, I'm going all the way to here. So I need to mark it. Let's just cut it. Oh, let's hold it down so I can see where the card is. Okay, let's put this here and this here. And we're gonna probably just cut right there. Okay, let's see. Right there. That one wasn't that critical. This is gonna be here. And that's going on here, like that. Okay, good. A little inking. Can't see my time. I don't know. I put it in the holder there. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. Let's just do that. And this is going here. I just need one, not one, but let's just rip this on off. Oh my, and rolled across. Okay, this will go here. I need a piece to go there. I did not find one. I said, look over there and grab anything. Well, you know what? Here's an oar. How cute would that be? This is where my ink was running out. You see, you get that purple. I want that part of the oar. I must cut. I'm probably not going to do another one after this because I'm probably way over time. Don't need a huge piece. Let's go up here. Because this will be like under here. But I want the oar right there. So I want to cut right here. Hope I did this right. Let's see, that's going to be here. The oar's going to be there. I can cut a little bit more off of that on this end. I want good oarage. Okay, this is going to go here. This is going here. Everything's covered. Now, if that's here, I need this to be cut like here. Hopefully this will be good. Could be too big. But it's going to be what it is. And I'm just going to ink. I don't remember what was going to show. Probably some of that, maybe. That's going there, and that's going there. Okay, so we're gluing this one on first. I don't think that purple's going to be an issue. Only people with the ink issues will know that's the printer running out of ink. You get purple, but streaks. I mean, it could be in a spot where it looks nice. But, you know, what are the odds of that? Okay, down here. Down. So normally you would just collage this whole thing. You just put pieces until you got done, which is cute. Okay, now this one. Gotta make sure I don't lay it down in glue. Get my edges, especially this one. And I have to look at an angle just to see if I got it all. Okay. Let's move all that out of the way. Yeah, it's very difficult when you're got a camera in the way. Of course, I have a phone. It's not a camera. Some people use cameras. Okay, it's not. I mean, I could have broke this picture up a little bit if I would have wanted to. I didn't. Now, there you go. And we would just need to decorate this, which I don't have anything here. Let me look. Let me look. What have I got? Oh, a whole lot of nothing. I got this. Boat. Oh, I put that nautical, and this wasn't even nautical. I was confused. So it would be cute if I put a seagull over here, wouldn't it? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave that. I don't know what I'm going to find to put there. I'll find something that kind of marries the two together. So, well, these are the two I made. I'm going to stop because I think it's a lot of time. We have this one. Very nautical. Then we have this one with bird and nautical. Kind of a neutral. I'm going to have to trim something somewhere. So, and then this was the prototype that I did, which I actually decorated. And this was the collage. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.